Beginning the journey was said to be designed to align with the county's strategic plan and be proactive rather than reactive in addressing the challenges Stafford faces as the third fastest growing county in Virginia. We are becoming more and more a part of Northern Virginia, the county administrator said. That is not said to create alarm, but to make us aware of the importance of being strategic. It was said that if the county is to continue providing services to a population that grew by 16% between 2008 and 16, it must address staffing and salaries. The Stafford Education Association agrees with the assertion that our county needs to be more closely aligned with the counties of Northern Virginia. Data points to our closer relationship with those northern counties, yet several parts of the budget presented by the Board of Supervisors raises several questions, especially relating to the funding of our schools here in Stafford County. Recognizing that our school population will continue to grow is vitally important, for it recognizes that more educators will be needed, especially to properly address concerns regarding class sizes and the need for future construction. According to the chart, per pupil spending, PPE, in Stafford would total just over $15,000 per pupil, with approximately $5,000 being contributed by the county and approximately $10,000 from state and federal funding, with the state average PPE identified as approximately $17,500. In contrast, however, the VDOE data on Table 15 of the fiscal year 2017 Superintendent's Annual Report for Virginia identifies a total PPE of $10,533, not the $15,000 as shown in the presented Board of Supervisors chart. Thus, Stafford's percentage is actually higher than was identified in the Board of Supervisors presentation. Additionally, as Stafford County is becoming more and more a part of Northern Virginia, why are so many non-northern counties used in the presentation's fiscal year 17 per pupil spending chart? Where are the counties that Stafford actually competes with for educators? Also, the Virginia state average PPE is not approximately $17,500 as identified in the presentation's chart, but was $12,171. Viewing additional VDOE data ranked in order from lowest PPE to highest PPE identifies the PPE totals of all 7 school divisions listed on the Board of Supervisors chart in green, plus 8 additional school divisions from Northern Virginia in red. Of the 7 school divisions listed on the Board of Supervisors PPE chart, only Albemarle ranks higher than the state average PPE, $12,171, 16th highest in the Commonwealth. Of the 130 divisions in the state, Prince William and Spotsylvania rank higher than Stafford County, which ranks 95th out of 132 divisions. Reviewing the history of per pupil expenditures for the local counties that Stafford County competes with. A clear pattern developed that identified that Stafford County perennially lags behind local counties, locally ranking last in 9 of the last 14 years. The current PPE ranking is 95th out of 132 school divisions, averaging $1.64 below the state average. The Virginia Department of Education's Composite Index calculates the true value of real property, adjusted gross income, and taxable retail sales, determining the locality's ability to fund education, showing that Stafford has the least ability to pay for education. Of the Northern Division counties, Stafford becoming more and more a part of, other than Prince William County, the budget presentation again only includes local composite indices for more southern school divisions. Counties utilized in the budget presentation are shown in green, Northern Virginia counties are shown in red, and Stafford County's composite index data is shown in blue. Of the counties included for comparison in the budget presentation, the trend line leans toward a lower composite index as the property tax rate increases. The composite index, using the state formula as is currently calculated, does list Stafford County as having the least ability to pay for its students' education, 34.62%. Of the counties located in Northern Virginia, however, the trend line follows toward a higher composite index as the property tax rate increases, except for outliers in Fauquier, Fredericksburg City, and Arlington, where the composite indices are comparably high despite lower property tax rates. And in Manassas, where despite a low composite index, the property tax rate is the highest among all counties in Northern Virginia. The Northern Virginia counties with similar composite indices to Stafford, Prince William, and Manassas have substantially higher property taxes, bringing in more revenue for those counties. With a very low local composite index, it is quite true that Stafford County does exceed what the state requires our county to fund for schools' SOQ positions. With a state formula that inputs value of real property as 50% of that calculation, is it a surprise that the county's low property taxes impact that composite index? Does Stafford County have similar wealth to other counties from Northern Virginia, income enough to gain more county revenue and improve per pupil expenditures? In the fiscal year 2018 Stafford County budget book, data identified that the median household income, a measure of relative wealth for Stafford and Prince William, differed by just $502. And median home market prices differed by $28,500. Yet property taxes differed by 13.5 cents, bringing in more revenue for the more heavily populated Prince William County, providing a path to higher salaries for county employees and educators. In median household income, considered the 18th wealthiest county in the nation and 5th wealthiest in the Commonwealth. A noticeable disparity between a median household income and per pupil expenditures in Stafford County. A noticeable historical disparity between property tax rates between Prince William and Stafford counties since 2006. The obvious point continually raised is that the majority of revenue received by any county is through a collection of property taxes and not income taxes. However, how much of a stretch is it to consider that with a higher median household income, couldn't those households generate more revenue for the county by paying higher taxes? What is the reason for a historically low amount of per pupil expenditures made year after year? What is the primary reason for such a continued exodus of educators, policemen, firemen, social workers, and other county employees? What is the reason that our roads and other infrastructure are in need of repair? What is the reason for the county still holding so much debt? For our schools, the presented county budget offered a $3.7 million increase, approximately $5 million less than requested, essentially a 2.5% increase in pay. With other local school divisions proposing a 4.8% increase, a 5% increase, and an average pay increase of 8%, the proposed 2.5% increase in Stafford seems not even properly reactive, let alone proactive. The answer must be that methods to generate more revenue must be implemented to raise Stafford County out of a decade-long financial hole. The state must do its part to provide funding for our county employees. But here in Stafford, our community, when provided with a clear direction, when told exactly where their tax dollars are going, will recognize their need to fund their county's future.